So here we are, A Star Is Born, which is probably one of the most hyped about films this Oscar season outside of Black Panther. It's the type of movie I like to call a kitchen table movie. It's the movie that you'll hear people talking about at dinner or just having casual conversations about. It's one of those films that reaches a pop culture standard. And with all the hype surrounding it, I was pretty excited to see this film, to see what it was really about. And I guess it's pretty good. I mean, it's not like this mind-blowing film that I was expecting, but it's good. I guess a good way to describe it is it's sort of the Batman v Superman of Oscar films. And okay, I kind of understand that's not the highest praise for a film like this, but let me explain myself. The film is very good in certain areas. There's elements of this film that are just right through the roof perfect. They have amazing balance to them. They're executed perfectly. The performances are great. The music is great. The cinematography is great. And then there's other elements that are just that fall flat for me, and they seem to drag on. And they don't seem to go anywhere. And it feels like this film is trying to pad scenes out to make it longer, as opposed to just being straightforward. Which is strange, considering that this film gets to the point right away, real quickly. It's the story of two people that desperately love music and find each other and fall in love with each other, and it's the story of their relationship progressing through the world of the music industry. And some films like to pad out the beginning, they like to extend the actual meeting and the falling in love part, but we get it pretty right off the bat in this film, and that was reassuring, because we all know what's ultimately going to happen in this film. We can feel it, we can sense from the get-go. So for them to just cut all the bullshit and get right to the point was really reassuring. The only problem is the rest of the film isn't like that. There's scenes that go on for too long. There's moments that just seem to go on forever. They don't really get anywhere until 10 to 15 minutes later. I guess my biggest issue is that the film is blotchy with what's good and what isn't good, and pacing overall. That's not to say the film is bad. If anything, this film is bizarre in the sense that it starts off rough and it slowly but surely gets better. It's almost like a symphony of progression. By the time you get to the end, it's almost a completely different movie and with a completely different feel, and you like the ending better than you like the beginning. So let's get right to the point of what is good about this film. For one thing, the relationship, the main focus of the story, is excellent. When I first heard about this film, I thought it was going to be your straightforward love story. I thought it was going to be about two people who find each other and make each other better. And it's not necessarily that simple. We kind of see the pitfalls of toxic relationships and why people stick together when maybe they shouldn't. And maybe toxicity is something that can be fixed, or maybe it's not so simple as saying that a relationship is toxic. Maybe there's mental illness involved with it, and how we have to address our mental illnesses, and it's very complicated. It's one of those films I have to see play out, because it's more so about how these characters interact with each other with their faults and how they try to overcome these faults. In terms of these performances, I like these performances. I thought that Bradley Cooper was excellent. I thought that the brother character was excellent. I even thought that Andrew Dice Clay was excellent in this film. That's something I never thought I'd ever say. But the person who blew me away the most was Dave Chappelle. For the little amount of time we get to see him in this film, he's so honest and so real. I couldn't believe how good his performance is. There's always that saying that comedians can make the best actors, and it really shows with his simple but compelling performance. And lastly, the music. The music is astounding. It's excellent. Shallow, which was nominated for Best Original Song, is beautiful, and as far as best original songs go, it's my pick for the win this year. I know I don't normally talk about that category, but it's so good. Overall, A Star Is Born is a interesting film that has its pitfalls. I would say it's worth a watch, but it may not be for everybody. As far as I go, I liked it, and maybe you will too.